Okay, guys, here we are. Episode 1. It's a pilot episode. It's our first time doing this, so bear with us a bit. And welcome to In the Dirt, presented by Lube Monkey Racing. Gary and his guys at Wakefield Oil will get you what you need. All racers, go down there and get your fuel and oil and stack up on filters. Thanks, Gary, for that help. So basically, we're going to introduce ourselves and then we'll move on from that. I'm Johnny Coppock. Some of you know me, maybe no one does, I don't know, as 99J, the pink car in the B-Mod class out at Thunder City Speedway. How I got into racing was, in 85, 86, myself and Jimmy Bolduc, the late Jimmy Bolduc, we decided to, one Wednesday night, go watch racing at Riverview in his Pontiac Le Mans. And then the following year, that Pontiac Le Mans was out on the track racing, and I've loved it ever since. It's once it gets in your blood, it doesn't come out. And then in 89, I started myself driving a bomber. Then I moved up, bought a modified off Pat Woods, and with the help of my dad, brother, we had no garage, no nothing, and we did it for 8 to 10 years. Then stopped. I had a bad crash in Emo, if anyone remembers that, in about 2001, I think, Kyle. Somewhere.
2, I think?
2000.
Beginning of 2,
yeah.
I think you said.
Yeah, 2002. And that was the end of me. Raised a family of 4 kids and then came back because I thought about it every day for that whole time. And
it's a drug.
It's worse than a drug.
It's fucked up. Or screwed up.
Yeah. And, we're a little raw here. So here I am back at it. And we started this because we feel there's a void in just local, getting the information out there to people around our region. And so Kyle and I have been talking about it for a long time, and this is what we come up with. And here, Kyle, you introduce yourself and we'll go from there.
Kyle Monteith, 3D Junior B-Mod. You guys don't know, or you do know. I'd say I got into racing probably 1991 when I was in my mother's belly. Just kind of been in my blood ever since before I was born. I think I was at Riverview in 91. Like that was the year I was born. And then actually never seen a race at Riverview. And probably 96, 97 at Mosquito, would have been 5, 6 years old. I kind of got into it. And, it's been in my blood ever since. And
wow. Speaking of that, I remember yourself, a kid like Dale Soderholm, Riley Matthews, Tanner Ulakovic. Those guys were driving go-karts.
Justin Tugas.
Yeah, all you guys.
Yeah,
Cody, yeah, you guys. And here we are, buddies. So,
well, how we...
Yeah, so how we kind of came up with this idea is...
It started as a joke, I kind of thought, but not really.
Yeah, and it might have started over a few beers in our buddy Larry Boss' garage. Larry's probably watching up in Musselwhite right now.
Lightning Larry.
Yeah, and we like the bullshit about racing. We like to talk about it. We're both extremely passionate about it. Follow all forms of dirt. And follow it very closely, local, regional, and national for that matter. We go to tracks. We've been around, so we're looking to fill that thing and let people know what's going on here in Thunder Bay, what guys are doing, what we think is happening,
and our opinion. I'm not gonna sugarcoat everything, or not gonna throw guys under the bus, but I'm gonna call it as you see it. I think we're both like that. Whatever.
We're kind of like that. But first off, before we even get started here, I'm just going to give a quick shout out, and Kyle, I'm sure you feel the exact same way. A buddy of our racers here in town, he's going through a tough time right now, and that's the number 9 B-Mod of Ruben Thomas. He retired at the end of last year, and he's going through another battle. He's fought something 2 or 3 times already, and he'll get through this again. A good guy, real good guy, salt to the earth. And we're just thinking of you, Ruben, so that goes out to him. Okay, let's talk a little Thunder Bay racing. Let's talk about, what do you think, Kyle, of the 2 tracks this summer?
Well, like we were just talking, Johnny. I looked closely at the schedule. There's really not much intermingling till the end of the season.
Yeah.
Maybe go your thoughts first, and I'll kind of.
With Mosquito this year offering up 15 nights of racing, I believe I looked.
Yeah.
Most of it starts at the end of June. It's once a week, once every couple weeks. And then it really kicks into action more in September when we are done at Thunder City.
Yeah.
And kind of runs after that right till the end of October. And
well, sort of hijack a point here, but I think that's what we should kind of always do: start a little later and run a little later. But
yeah, well,
you don't have to do with the frost and stuff in the spring. That's another issue.
Yeah, we can talk about that Practice May 7th at Thunder City,
a little earlier
and the week before at Mosquito practice. They have practice.
Oh,
runs,
that's right. Yeah.
So an early start, guys. Get your cars ready. But the snow the last couple of days, it might not feel like it. But.
Right. Well, yeah. But so with the 2 tracks, what are your thoughts on that? You kind of have Superior and Proctor 20 miles apart, if that, and they kind of, I guess, somewhat work together. I mean, Superior is definitely has bigger car count, bigger fan count. But Friday night, but what are your thoughts on that?
It's kind of almost the same. Superior is a bigger beast than Proctor. Thunder City let's face facts. It's the main show.
Oh, it's totally different atmosphere. Everything's different.
Yeah. You go to Thunder City. It's a premier facility.
There.
It is.
Well, especially going to some of these tracks in the States, like we were kind of talking, like you kind of know, like.
Yeah, you go to this place, they're run down now.
This place,
we got something really special over there,
yeah.
and people might not realize it, and lots of people get upset. We like it. I like it. It doesn't always race as great as one would hope at times, but
But usually come feature time.
Oh yeah,
it's a good show. There's 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, when the big guys got here, it was against
Even
the wall
the
and stuff.
Too, though. Yeah.
No, I have nothing really bad. Corner 4 coming out of it.
Oh yeah.
The Bermuda Triangle, that might be a little tough, but
about 2 feet out a little bit. The guy on the outside doesn't have to burp the throttle every time around, but that's another issue.
But great facility, great crowds, great atmosphere. It's like the circus is in town every Wednesday. CLE comes every week here. That's how it feels.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As a driver, you feel like that.
I mean, some nights leaving there, it's not a great feeling. But
like most nights for me last year, with all the trouble I had, motor trouble and that.
But the point is, we have something special. And then that's okay. But Mosquito is his own beast. Is what we're kind of talking. It's a different atmosphere. It's awesome in its own right.
Yeah, it's a grassroots, laid back kind of.
And the track is totally different to drive.
Oh yeah,
especially racing here all year.
Yeah,
it's just different. It's hard to explain. But
well, as a driver, it's night and day.
It is.
You're moving here, like at this place.
You are, but you're constantly turning.
All the time. It's
just different on your body too.
But both places, I hope both can survive. I hope somehow they can work together a bit. I don't know if there are even talks of them working
I'm not 100% like. That's kind of why we're doing the show, to learn stuff. We don't really know what payout at Mosquito and stuff. Like last year, they paid the top. I think it was more than that, but they set at the Invitational. But you know what I mean? Like we don't know. Maybe we'll have Lear or someone on from there in the future.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to have Norm or someone from Thunder City, and we'd love to have that. At some point,
banter and ask us why you do this, why you do that.
Yeah.
Not to tear him down, but just to learn why.
Instead
of everyone, there's always rumors. Like that's from the horse's mouth. Let's talk.
Let's get him on the show. And what else do we got here? So we went through the schedules of each Thunder City, so we're looking to make this show regional, kind of like we at some point maybe a correspondent in like an emo or
Winnipeg, Sarah Lesky or something.
Yeah.
Have someone, Ward Emery or someone from Winnipeg we could talk to, or you know what I mean?
And give us their feeling on what's going on out there, and keep this kind of a northern feel to it. And I'll
maybe message Ryan, even Ryan Aho or someone on here in the future. But that'd be a great guy. He's got good memories of Thunder Bay, and he's got his own great show. So
for sure he does. And let's talk. We're going to talk right now about the format we're looking to run on this show. So we're going to have basically an introduction, and then we'll have like a race results of what's happened weekly.
Just kind of we go through it quickly and talk how the races were.
Talk how the races were the previous week,
and then for us as well. Kind of give it. It could be good or bad. But we'll see.
Little self promotion in there a bit too, for sure. And then we're looking at maybe going live at the track after the races to have an interview with a feature winner or something that happened or someone that caught our eye, or it could be anything. And we're talking anything from the Hornets right up to the A-Mods. Like we want to get the feel of what's going on out there.
I know what do they want to hear, right?
Yeah.
So we like feedback as well, but
How about, so there's talk of lots of cars this year.
Well,
like
B-Mods or just all classes?
Oh, I think the street stock class.
We got some rumors there. Or what?
Well, that's coming up. That's another. We'll tease that about. That's the getting dirty segment of the show.
I wasn't expecting that.
So and then dirt on some of the drivers, and let's talk. We have a driver right now. I don't know if people know that is Doug Bolt racing out in Arizona.
The Ernie Mincy, what's that, Central Arizona Raceway?
Yeah.
Actually, my dad's down there with Tom and John Owen at their
Trucker John
at Tom's house, but that's another story. But
they're so they're watching Doug Bolt, the local super stock runner. They've got a series out there, and he had a top 3 run, I believe, last week.
I think he was third. I think that Dexton Cook or whatever his name is had he spun out or something, but I think Doug actually finished ahead of him. Which is huge.
Huge. Good for Doug. I don't know Doug, if he wants to text
I know Kyle Bolt, but
somebody wants to say how he got there, how that came about. It'd be neat to tell our viewers too. If there are any, I don't know. I can't.
I'm looking at there's some people.
There's some, yeah.
I can see the live fluctuating there, the numbers.
Okay, and what else do we got here? We've got now in our Stay Dirty part here, some of the rumors of some of the stuff that people are doing for the upcoming season. I've talked to some people. I reached out. Been very busy the last week. Well, that's another thing. We don't know if this is going to be our complete format, if it's going to be live. We want to do an official podcast. We've got some equipment. We're
working on it. We're pretty green to this. This all came about pretty quick, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was years in the making.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Yeah.
It did come around quick, but so maybe we'll get into a few things on what some of the guys who I reached out or Kyle's heard of, or a couple rumors and of people. So if you want to get the info out there in the show and say something, text either me or Kyle, DM,
Facebook message, whatever. Just call me. I don't care.
Yeah. Well,
fill me in.
Yeah. Here's another thing. So this is on Johnny Coppock Racing tonight, and it's on, I believe, 100 Years.
Yeah, I shared it there.
So after tonight, we are going to make a page of In the Dirt Racing.
Yeah,
so
it'd be nice if you guys just like and follow that, and you can get all the updates on there. We'll share just through in the Dirt page instead of Johnny's personal page there. So
so we'll do that. But right now we're going to do the breaking news in the A-Mod division is the Tanner Henderson driving an A-Mod.
I did hear that.
Yeah, he's got a Longhorn. They purchased.
That's a Colin Chaz truck. Former Colin Chaz.
No.
That's another rumor.
Yeah, that's a former Riley Matthews car.
Yes. Well, Riley's in the.
Yeah, Riley is in the Colin Chazchuk.
Yes.
Brand new Longhorn. Right. So yeah. So we have that from CRT, and also a CRT is it Jamie Shalley? What? Michael Shalley moving up to the B mods from
another B mod guy.
Yeah, another B mod. Yeah, and well, a rumor I heard from a little bird kind of told me. I hear that maybe we're going to have a couple female racers in the B mod class.
I might have just mentioned the last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I've heard the Chazchuk girls are doing it. That's strictly rumor, not fact. Rumor. We're not spreading gossip or anything. We've heard.
Yeah, at least one of the sisters for sure. Yeah.
And which would be a great addition.
Yeah. I mean, we got
lots.
Them, but
yeah, in the B-mod class, we got lots.
Anyway.
Yeah. But that would be nice. And we have John Topazzini. He reached out. Well, I reached out to John, and then he mentioned to me that he's sold the super stock.
Right. He's
running an A mod this year. He was looking forward to and trying to secure a deal on a late model.
I heard that.
Yeah, and apparently, according to John, it fell through, but he's hoping that that'll happen again, maybe for next year. I also talked to Selena Owen.
Yeah.
Reached out, who is taking over the duties on the race receiver.
By the way, she was excellent to listen to. Just a soothing voice.
Yeah. If you're a driver and you raced at Mosquito and you heard Selena Owen over the race receiver.
Very pleasant.
Yeah. Easy. I liked the 2 laps to go. Some people.
I wasn't a huge fan.
But I liked it when I was leading.
I liked everything else.
Yeah. I liked it, and she was great at it. But she shared some Owen stuff. She said that Trucker John coming back, and the dad.
Yep,
Johnny Owen coming back to race his A mod this year, which is big news.
John's a great guy too.
Yeah.
Real nice guy. Good to see him out there. He's had that tough luck. Yeah. That rollover. Well, we were talking 1 and 2 last night, and 1 and 2 the year before.
Yeah. Well,
so
yeah,
like kind of out since then, which is kind of been sad to see. I mean, he's been going to Selena and the other Owen gang, but
yeah.
Nice to see him back out there.
The Owens will have it. They're having one. Was it Nate moving up to the street stock division?
Nate or Jesse? I don't know.
There's a whole whack of them, but they're going to be running their Hornets at both places, I believe. And Selena's got plans to run in the States this year, lots, because she's running at Thunder City, but not Mosquito.
Right.
And
I seen her in Ogilvie in the fall there.
Yeah, she was at Superior when I was there too. Yeah, racing in the fall. Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome.
Nice young lady.
Super good. Colby Reed, he reached out saying that he's got the same stuff as last year, pardon me, but he's looking at racing maybe a little more in Winnipeg and Manitoba and in the States a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe the dollar is scaring some guys off.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
that's been mentioned, but.
Well,
which is a shame, but
yeah, it was 73 for the last bunch of years, and we're at 69.70. So
not great.
Not great, but we've got that, and what else? Well, Sean Polinoski, another. There's a character.
He's tight-lipped though.
Yeah. If I ever do something bad, I'm going to tell Sean because he doesn't like to. He doesn't like to give out too many secrets.
He likes storytelling though. I think he'll be a good guest on this podcast, but I see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, if you want to know what's going on with his stuff, you're not finding out.
Oh, okay. Which is fine.
Yeah, Joel is racing. There was some.
So that cryptic message.
It wasn't as cryptic as we thought. Joel will be racing. Sean will have the A mod and Super again. And Austin will be in the street stock.
Status quo.
Status quo out of that camp. And let's talk about some guests who we'd maybe like to have on the show. Or who they'd like to have. Thunder Bay's full of local legends.
Well, we've got young guys, we've got older guys, but a couple Toms and
yeah. Do we do we ask the 2 national champions?
I'm sure they'll. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
they will.
yeah, we'd have to have them on. They're some of the sponsors. Do you get a John Trevisanuto and Al from Heartbeat?
Yeah,
A Greg Mack? I don't
Dave
know.
Mack. Yeah,
Dave Mack. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. Pardon me.
Yeah, they'd be all good to hear from. And
Yeah.
there's a list.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got our list is pretty long already. So.
Oh yeah, like maybe a round table with those guys. Ask them why they got involved, what they're doing. Like a Dennis from Baylock. These guys. Yeah, there's lots of big players in this town who've helped a lot of racers, and we'd like to
chat with them.
Yeah, and find out why. But as far as drivers, like who do we want to hear from? What kind of dirt do we want to hear on these people? Like, what kind of stories do they have? Like, there's a lot. Jeff Marshall.
Well, Jeff will be good, yeah.
Yeah, like there's another guy who raced. He was the best man at my wedding. We went down the road with Jimmy Bolduck, myself, Jeff, Pete, Thomas.
Well, some of those stories are quite. I think are pretty good, but that'll be in the R-rated section.
Yeah, the stay dirty part. Yeah,
stay dirty. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's dirty
we might have. Yeah, we might have to leave some of those out, but they'd be some great stories. Track personnel here, anything like.
Well, that list is endless, but we'd like to hear your input. Is what we're getting at here. So.
Yeah, but all in all, Kyle, I think just filling what's going on in Thunder Bay. That's what we're and the region. We want to help the other racers. Maybe it sheds light onto what they're doing, and they can announce. They can say something. Share it on the page.
Share it on here. Yeah. Just come on and talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what we're gonna do. But
like in the dirt, that in the dirt page that we have. If you want to share something on that, like here's our car or whatever. Yeah. We're looking for that. So somewhere where everybody in Thunder Bay. Well, we have that 100 years of Thunder Bay racing, which is
good.
Beautiful site. Beautiful site. Jeff's done a wonderful job over there, and we want to share stuff and have the local content out there for all you people.
Yeah.
What else have we got? That's pretty much covering just our initial foray into this, if you will.
Well, let's talk about the special events they got coming up at Thunder City and stuff. We weren't sure about that June Invitational.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I do hear. Am I breaking this?
I don't know.
This is strictly. I don't know if it's been announced yet. I hear that it's a Heartbeat.
Okay, yeah.
I heard that. Now, once again, no confirmation, but
I've heard that too. But maybe we'll wait.
We'll wait and confirm that one. But I personally like the June one too.
It's good.
These guys come up, we get better. Right? We race against these guys who are better.
It's nice having one in the early part and one in the end. It's two different sponsors too. You got Truck Center with the September one, which they've been huge supporters since day one.
Yeah, and that Truck Center Invitational just seems to grow and grow and grow.
It sounds like it's gonna again, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like the word that we hear from people and when we talk to people down in the States is this has become a must go to, like a go-to place. Yeah. This is a destination here now, so. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, you can't believe the fan count and everything.
Not
tooting our own horn here with but
they're
you go down there and what do you see? It's the truth.
So. Yeah. They're overwhelmed when they come here. Yeah. Like like I said, it's like the circus every week.
And then, so we're talking Thunder. They got the June and the September Invitational, and I see Mosquito's got one planned at the end of October. There was details to be released.
Yeah, I don't know what that. And they're having that Wayne Harry Fall Freezer.
Right, which we were both at this year, which was well run.
Yeah, and a lot of fun.
Yeah,
that's how I would say that. It was a ton of fun. Now, I read something. We are kind of rumoring it up here a bit. I read something the other day that I seen on Facebook. Maybe it was that Rick Sharvin?
Whiskey Roll Rick.
Whiskey Roll Rick. Now, I think, did I hear that it's back at Thunder City?
I assume he was sober when he said, I assume, that's what I read too.
Yeah, I'd heard that it was going to the Fall Freezer.
What? I heard that too. So
we don't know, but that would be a good one to have.
That Whiskey Roll was the last corner pass, if you remember this year.
Oh, that might be
one of our
race of the
local
year.
drivers just put on a national champ, Tim Johnson. That's kind of quite.
We have our street stocks. Well, there's something. Let's talk.
Keller.
Yeah, AJ Keller, unbelievable. But
Nice car to watch, too.
all those guys. There's
6, 7 of them.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about even how the level of competition in our B-Mod classes.
Well, we were talking last night. We were just BSing, and we were using the 3rd to 15th as one week you can run 3rd, 1 week you can be 16th,
or not make the feature.
A turn on the left rear spring, just draw on the heat race, and people don't understand that. I don't understand it sometimes too. It's just how it is. Like that gap is so small now. When you got all these guys racing out of town, me and you are mainly one night a week, which doesn't help us. But we're going to talk about our plans. We're going to try to. At least I am. At the beginning of the year, get some nights in. It's got to help. So.
My plan is to race more.
Right.
I'd love to. Well,
me and you both have jobs, which is
But
kind of
people, that's one thing that people maybe don't fully understand. There's a reason why some guys are better.
True.
Yeah. They put in a lot of
3 nights a week.
Yeah.
You notice it yourself when you race
2-3
nights a weekend back to back, and it's everything's more natural.
It just feels better.
Everything's easy.
It's kind of like how the show's going now. It seems to be getting a little easier. That might help too. But, it seems to be getting a little easier. I correlate it to golf. Like, if you think you can go out and golf 3 times a year or 4 times a year and be good at it, you're wrong.
You want to, but you just got to face reality. You just got to do it more.
You got to be in the seat. And
especially nowadays, the competition's so close.
And these guys, Colby Reed, David, Cole. Let's look at those guys. Like David and Cole are
it's relentless.
Joel and Tommy way back when, really.
Pretty well. At this point,
At this point, that's what it's become. They're
the 2 guys that race the most. 2 guys that have the most success. But
and there you go. There's lots of guys who got money and got good stuff.
Oh yeah.
So that's not all of it.
It's not all of it. It's a big part of it.
It helps.
For sure. Oh no, I'm not taking anything away.
But you put in the work, you get better. And those guys and
it's kind of what we were talking. Working on stay in your own notebook. Sometimes you kind of get. That's another issue. But
we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll have a section on that. One week we'll go out in a garage. We'll show a car and show you guys I'm sure there's lots of people who'd like to know
what do you guys? These people I'm going to work on the car. I can't.
Yeah.
What are you doing? They don't really get it. We'll show you.
We'll show you.
2-3 nights just of tire work.
Well,
Well,
so
especially us, we got 2 cars and me and my dad. But it's
so. People don't understand. It's not you show up on Wednesday and go run. If I didn't have my brother and a few other people, my dad, especially my brother, Larry Booth, and there's so many people that have helped me along the way. Pete Tomasevic down the road for me. There's
people don't no clue about me either. I barely make somewhat I'm saying I'm on evening shift at work or something. I got a buddy here doing stuff for me. I've given him a list. You know what I mean? It's just
this is
it's sometimes that's 1 night a week. Sometimes it's
for sure. The amount of work these things are, but
it's more every year.
We must love it.
Something wrong with us.
There really is. Speaking of that, is there any Monteith news? I see we have the for sale sign here on a couple cars.
We got 2 cars. That was kind of a ploy by me to have that there. But we got 2. We got a 2016 MB for sale with 23 updates and a 2019 Lethal for sale. And I believe my dad may have purchased a bare frame of some kind a few weeks ago, but we'll leave that.
Just a bare frame. It's just bars.
Just bars, yeah. It might have been.
Doesn't even have a name.
One of the national champs from town may run that car.
Well, that
narrows
leads
it down a little bit.
to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, I believe Cole Chernosky, but I'm not saying it's an SSR.
No.
Because it would be the other one. But when I went out to Cole's in the fall, he just picked up a new SSR.
Yeah.
That, so he's got a new one coming. I don't know if he's selling the old one or keeping it as a backup.
Yeah.
But he's got a brand new one to start the year.
So you asked about me, or then, well, maybe I'll say about what my plans are and what your plans are for these. So I'm hoping to at least get a weekend or 2 in before Thunder City opens, which Thunder City's open earlier this year, May 7th. There's practice, so it'd be nice to go weekend of Menominee or Rice Lake or Cedar Lake or something. And then hopefully just get out of town more. Like we said, seat time has got to help here, so.
Yeah. As far as myself, I'll go to Superior again 1 or 2 times. Maybe back to where I had my big wreck in Emo. I have not been there since 2002.
You were on the horse track there, weren't you?
I ended up upside down on the horse track, and that was the end of me racing.
I've been off the end of both, off the back straightaway, off the front straight. It's a little different, the track with no walls.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, well,
I wasn't upside down though, which you got me beat there.
I've been upside down a couple times. Yeah, it was no fun either time. And then I'm hoping to get to that Dead Horse Creek Speedway in Morden. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Great name too.
Yeah, super cool. I'm hoping to get out there. We're gonna have. Well, I purchased a quick change rear end. We got a different motor coming. We'll see what happens.
It'd be nice to do a little swing out Manitoba way, like a Winnipeg, Morden, or down to Grand Forks, or something, or Kenora, something to tie it all
I've never
in.
been to Kenora. I've been once. Yeah, and
2
did
days.
you race?
Race 2021.
And
it's interesting.
yeah,
but it was fun. Yeah, Anthony Leake does a good job.
I heard he's a super good guy.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
He might be a guy. He ran one of these at one time. Podcast.
Yes, he did. Yeah. That's kind of where I got some of my ambition to do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. But I think that we're looking at, we're at a half hour right now.
Yeah.
That's probably
we'll
enough
save
for
the good
episode
stuff
1.
for the next episode. Yeah.
So let us know what you thought.
Answer is 0.5.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Siri. And so we'll look for you guys again. We're going to try and do it Thursday nights.
Yeah.
That's our plan. And what do you got to say, Kyle?
I think it actually went not too bad. Maybe this liquid courage helped, but I think it went well.
Yeah,
we'll
all right. Yeah,
listen for the feedback, and we kind of got our own ideas what to do. But I just figured we'd get a test episode out anyway and go from there.
All right, people, stay dirty.